Hi everyone, welcome to the collective reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome everybody to this collective reading. We are about to enter October, but before that, I want to close the September with one last collective checking. We're gonna see this collective wave, collective pulse. I'm using the famous Minchiati deck, and our first card is the World. The second card is the Lovers. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh my god, lots of cards. We have the Six of Cups reversed. Oops. I have a Virtue card here from the Minchiati deck. There is a woman who is sitting and holding something like a plate. There is a I don't know the name, but she's holding like not trident, but and she has this crown like head couture. So this is number I think 18, 28. Oh, I'm not good at Roman numbers, but yeah, we had the Virtue card. And we have also the reversed Ace of Pentacles. Oh, and we have a Three of Wands. I think we are good. Now I'm going to clarify the cards with some Sibillas. So clarifying the World cards, clarifying the World card with Sacerdote, clarifying the Lovers with the La Leggerezza, clarifying the Ace of Wands with La Lettera, clarifying the Six of Cups reversed with Il Ladro, clarifying this Virtue card with Consolante Sorpresa, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles reversed with Donna Maritata, and clarifying the Three of Wands with Allegraza al Croe. Okay, now I will just start. I will start to read, and if a guidance needed, I can also get oracle cards for guidance. But for now, let's begin. Where is my stick? My famous stick, where are you? You are here, okay. Okay, friends. Now to begin with, we have the world at the beginning. The world is usually a difficult start when it comes to the very beginning, because like how we gonna proceed from something which is already come to culmination, and this is actually big difficulty for beginnings. We have the Sacerdote, the priest here, so the world and the Sacerdote energy. So there is a closure, which is sacred. It is karmic, and it is also official. We may have that blessing of completion, a blessing of um, like closure, but this is like something which is sanctioned by the higher order, because this is like giving that legitimacy to a ending. Um, so something in our lives is, we have this official, maybe we have it as an announcement, and this thing is visible, by the way, it's not behind the doors. This is like an official, something has become official, complete in our lives. This subject can be for our personal lives. It can be also like happening, but also affecting our lives. So this can be, for instance, uh, the world and the Sacerdote. If I have to put it in a practical life, what it can be, for instance, there is maybe a job closure, like your official presence in a place is finishing. You are finishing a contract, you are finishing a project, or you had this particular responsibility. And Sacerdote also gives that element of you were doing it like in a very sacred way, like you were, this is something you were doing like religiously, let's say. So it seems this is coming to ending. Uh, you are closing out this phase with also approval from an authority, maybe. You are closing out this phase with support, maybe from a authority. Maybe you are closing out this phase with the approval of a mentor, or even like your own higher self. So this closing chapter is really something, you were there from the beginning, and now this thing is, it seems, ending. Um, and you know, the feeling usually after these type of chapters is that this may feel like karmically we are signed off from this. And we have also like fulfilled some kind of a karmic duty there. Um, yeah, and then this is bringing us to Lovers and the La Legereza. Now, this one to me feels like a choice. Now, after that, we're gonna make a choice, but we feel extremely light. Once we sign off, we feel extremely light. Okay, the legereza, lightness, this carefreeness. So there is a choice in between being light or serious. Okay, or will I play? Will I be serious? Uh, there can be many attractions here. There are things we may feel attracted, but um, there are things we may feel attracted, um, but they may feel like fleeting. Okay, like they may feel like not staying here so long. Maybe for some of you, for instance, there are things after this signing off, there can be things that you are, let's say, looking around, whether it's a work, job, relationship. There are, let's say, alternatives for that. But you are like saying to yourself, like, don't take this so seriously now, you know? But outside of you, a part of you is also, let's say, being torn down between a serious partnership decision or something that feels fun, but it's again fleeting. Or there are like options. The first karmic duty was very heavy, but now you feel like you cannot commit really anything right now. There can be also, after the seriousness, committing to something serious may feel heavy right now. Maybe like for a couple of months, but this is actually where the things maybe accelerate. By the way, just a gentle reminder, friends. I decided to bring these collective readings to the channel, and in the if you catch it live, in the chat section there is this goal part. We creators in YouTube create that goal, and with these collective readings, okay, I am putting a goal there, and viewers and subscribers, they help the creator to fulfill that goal. So my goal is to gather some funds for the straight cats in my neighborhood for their medical care, and also clean food access, because lately there has been a lot of cats brought here, but they are not in a good condition, and municipality clinic is not so well responding, because they usually cure cats for, you know, when they have a, for instance, car crash or something. But when they have these illnesses like respiratory, you know, like for instance, like dermatic or more complicated things, municipality cleaning is unfortunately not enough for these things. They leave the cats early and they get again sick. So I am doing these collective readings for the straight cats in my vicinity. So I am very happy. I will be very happy if you can help me to fulfill that goal. I am putting the goal there. And even after the reading finishes, in the comment section, there is this thanks icon. You can still leave thanks, and this is going to be a great contributions to help those straight cats to reach a good medical service, and of course food, and also clean water. So to continue with our reading, yeah, so we are here. Am I gonna like shot by Eros, or gonna like am I gonna like crowned with this now serious commitment, like you choose something and you are given that crown for that, or am I gonna like just fleet, you know, because this first energy was very serious, friends. So that's why in the second one, um we are having some difficulty. Like even in work, for instance, this may work like, am I going to choose between the easy option, like for instance, there is a short-term work, or am I gonna use the weightier option, which is actually is more long-term, you know, job. You know, there are some change of plans there, of course, but this is our dilemma here with the lovers and the La Legereza. We are not really sure which path we need to commit there. Okay. Again, for instance, this can be literally a person divorcing, but not sure if they if they're gonna go for like a real relationship, like commitment, or will they just, you know, take it things lightly with people, for instance, that type of diagram. And now we have the Ace of Wands and the La Lettera. uh so around this time there can be some incoming messages, and these incoming messages can, Ace of Wands, it can really spark action. So there can be news, there can be announcements, there can be communication. And doesn't matter how we respond to it, but it is definitely gonna evoke that motivation in us. Okay, at least it can really create that motivational energy. By the way, it's been a while since I haven't read with the Minchiati deck, and I so much miss this deck. This deck is definitely talking to me. I am so comfortable with the decks who has a historical background, like even also other cartomancy decks like Sibillas, etc. But oh my god, like this deck, I love it. I can read with any historical deck. I'm so comfortable. Maybe my South Node is in Capricorn, that's why. Okay, so um Ace of Wands, the letter we said, yeah, there is a spark here. So uh of course this can hit you with a maybe an email, maybe a message, it can be a news, and it can really trigger your motivation. You may be also like you are here trying to figure out what you're gonna do, but here you are getting an invite to a project or collaboration or opportunity strikes. So you, imagine like the hey, but I was, let's say, planning something lighter, but I have this, oh my god, serious offer, kind of thing. Or maybe for some of you this is exactly what that more lighter work looks like. So this is gonna change depending on your stories for sure. uh yeah, and again, if you were also not choosing to actually move here after the karmic series energy, suddenly you may have that announcement, and it may get you really moving. This energy can really get you moving. This is a very charged one. So what happens now? This is where the story gets interesting. I have two reverse cards here. So Six of Cups reversed and Il Ladro. Now, this is our past. Okay. I think there is some kind of a bridge here, but this is already a central card. So this central energy is talking about past. And we know that past, Il Ladro, this is the thief guy, right? This talks about how past can be old ties, can be our regrets, unhealthy nostalgia, maybe. How much it has actually drained our energy, how much it has actually stole from us. There is no amount that the past stole from us. And this is also like the thief of our memory. So we have to stop the thief of our memory controlling our present. Now, or the what is stolen from us in the past, it can be by some unwanted people, or people that we have like trusted ones but ended up not in a good term. Of course, old friendships, exes, um unresolved memories, they can still drain us. I have also personally a couple of unresolved memories, uh, and nowadays I'm not letting them to drain me. So this energy can make us spend too much time looking back. So we may feel like robbed of this present joy. And imagine we were like trying to, let's say, be lighter for the choices, but then this movement and suddenly this uh, draining energy. And this may, of course, strike a lot of question, because This also can be a person or something, like, it can come to you like what could have been, what could have we done, or like, you know, as we are entering, I mean, we are about to enter October, and October is not about repeating cycles, my friends. But there is like this can also like in the form of a person, for instance, you make this phone call and they just evoke that past energy, and it may like stole from your memory even. Like this can, I'm not gonna say toxic, but um this is not a place you would want to be, but the energetically it's there. So if you say I will avoid this, Karo, well, you better do, I would say. What can I say? So and we, even you delve into that, like allow yourself to get drained, for instance. Allowing myself to get drained. But don't let it, at least don't let it control your present. Okay, my, I think, best advice would be this: don't let it to control your present. And then what happens, maybe if you don't let it to control the present, the virtue energy and the consonanto sorpresa. Now there is a moderation energy here. I think when you moderate, this may really bring some unexpected blessings to you. Like if you don't get so much caught in this energy, I mean, you can still get caught, but maybe you are not gonna realize it, or it's something drains you too much. You just don't have energy for the opportunity or the blessings, like, because this happens, guys, sometimes. Really, you got so much drained and you basically want to say no to anything. But this one, I feel, is bringing unexpected blessings. And there is some kind of a virtue in that, like our patience may be rewarded, or like there is some threshold here. Maybe this is our karmic gift. Okay, something seems to be rewarded there. So this is the good news. And we can say patience can bring a lot of blessings for us. So if you hold steady and if you act with integrity, your pleasant surprise arrives in a very unexpected time. This may also mean like an unexpected support, maybe some resources. It can be also about emotional relief. Let me get a tea leaf card there about what this can be. So, what are the blessings there? We are interested to know. Let's see the blessings. What blessings coming? It can be even like a removal of a negative event too. So, oh my God, yeah, you had the goldfish. Hey, collective, you have the goldfish. So there is going to be some increase in the material wealth or our spiritual growth. And there you go. So yeah, there is something for you. Like there are some things, also tangible things in your life can get maybe much more than that. And this may be also when we choose the long game. Like in the past, if we have choose the long game, this long game pays off here. This is not this is not coming for the our instant gratification activities. This is coming for the long games we played. Um, and maybe in the past we have resisted uh, for rushing into quick wins. But now, this as we stay in the long game, this is really paying off with hidden rewards. Okay, material reward in number, maybe. So this is something to notice, and it's incredible to see this energy. Very nice. I like this. And then we have the okay, another reversed energy, Ace of Pentacles and Donna Maritata. Okay, now Donna Maritata is the married woman. Okay, this is the married woman. But this can be also a woman who take cares of children in their life. Um, and this can be also, if not married or single, I mean, it doesn't matter. It can be your social and familial duty, let's say. But there is a duty attached to this, okay? Your role. To your role, a duty is attached. So when it is the duty, then there are obligations. Just a sec, I need some water, friends. Okay, so duty is attached. So the financial matters maybe they are tied to some obligations or responsibilities. Maybe a duty is blocking now. Now the blessing comes, but there is a block. Okay, and this may lead up to some social connections. Okay, this part is a bit difficult. Our material, our spiritual growth, or financial matters, or some rewarding, tangible aspect of our life may tie up to some roles, obligations, responsibilities. Maybe, but is it gonna prevent for us to reach the reward? No, but the reward comes, but it's like we have some obligation for something still. Maybe a few things are still missing. It's like first someone, and this may not be you, by the way, maybe you receive your rewards and blessings, but there is a person first, or a role you are attached, let's say. Maybe this person or this someone, first they may need to carry duty before the prosperity flows. That's why maybe we are tied up to that, because it's also the Libra season. So relationships and how we relate each other gets the extra importance. That's why I feel the blockage here can be removed. uh, Three of Wands and Allegrezza Alcore telling me so. But maybe someone needs to uh, complete their role, maybe. Okay. So who is this person in your life? I'm not sure, but let's say there is an opportunity and three people says yes to it, but the fourth one is a bit difficult to convince, maybe because the money and opportunities here hide up in obligations, and like maybe their approval is needed. There is also something with family bills and other responsibilities. It can be also our resources that we gain here can also come with delays because we are taking care of others. Okay, Donna Maritata. Or like maybe there is going to be some material start here, but due to the current duties that you couldn't, let's say, finish yet, you are like kindly saying not yet to this. And it's like you're gonna go back to it when you finish the duty, for instance. Okay, this can be one of the cases there. And Three of Wands and Allegrezza Alcore. Now, I like this one because it is ending the reading with a fine print. So there can be some future dimension to your story where trouble, where collaboration, where expansion is rewarded. Like these elements can really bring genuine joy. There is a future that you will be happy to plan, or like a futuristic chapter. Futuristic chapter. It's like the chapter does not happen end now. It has some continuity. That's why I'm using that term. So there is a future planning. You are hopeful, and it can really bring happiness and warmth. And like there are like still actually the rewards still continue because there can be still promising emotional rewards when we also complete the last duty here. And your plans here may involve travel or collaboration. It may involve future projects. Let's say this is your locality. Donna Maritata, reverse Ace of Pentacles. This is your locality, but Three of Wands and Allegrezza Alcore is like when you see beyond those local limits. Okay, this is when you see beyond the local limits. So again, you are not letting something to drain you, and you know that your happiness is in the next horizon. So to the October energy, we are entering under this tone of joy, and this joy is looking forward. Okay, it's not looking backwards. And we had a clear warning here with the Six of Cups and the Il Ladro, right? So yeah, I mean, we are closing the September, and something has like ended with that divine sanction. And as October is like opening, there are some choices, and we are like asking if we gonna follow a light-hearted temptation, or are we gonna seek deeper alignment, spark of opportunities, which is triggered by some communication, news, messages. But the past needs to be released. It becomes very draining with the past. So no more letting the old wounds steal from our present. Patience, discernment, important, I think. By the way, here there is also the ethical choice input. The ethical choices can also bring the hidden gifts. And this can, yes, the material beginning with it can feel delayed because there are things we still need to care, or we are restricted by obligations, or that we are tied up to a person's maybe approval, they need to first finish something, but it doesn't matter. There is here a shining and joy and expansion. We will still be happy to continue um, planning for the future. And this is one of the most actually um, positive things. I think it's good to see that we are completing a karmic loop, because September to me was like the tension was very noticeable in September. I mean, that the underneath tensions, but I feel um, the long view will be much more joyful for us. And when you have that new horizon, you may create that new horizon, friends, because it can even this is like planning for the future. It can really bring genuine happiness. I do feel it can really bring genuine happiness, and because you're gonna see joy will come from what is ahead, not what's behind. This is one of the things you will be, I think, understanding. So, well, it seems this is the case. Okay, so I have, I think, 3 people in the chat. Do you want me to look for another message? Just type, Not personal, but do you want another collective influence? Okay, so then that's it. Thank you so much, friends, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you enjoying this collective readings, I will be bringing and now bringing. And if you would like to help me to support my goal for the straight cats, please leave your donations in the comment section in the thanks form. There is a thanking facility there. Or if you come in the live chat, please don't forget to leave some supportive donations for our cat friends. You will be definitely supporting. Even mini things can really matter at this time, because they are really increasing in numbers. So thank you for those who will be supporting, and I will continue to bring the collective wave check-ins. Thank you so much, friends. Take care. Bye bye.